Hey everyone, welcome back to Arkham Horror, the card game, the Dunwich Legacy. We're in Scenario 2, the Miskatonic Museum. We got Lily and Darrell here. I've upgraded my decks. I only had 2 XP. Lily got, hell, I forget what she got. Darrell upgraded a Lucky and got a commit card that gets him clues. Anyway, let's head on into the Miskatonic Museum, shall we? Several months ago, Armitage and his colleagues stopped a rampaging horror from tearing through Dunwich, a backwater town several hours north and west of Arkham. At first, you imagine this beast as a rabid bear, or worse, but the professor's description of the creature paints a different picture. It all began when a man named Wilbur Whately entered the Orne Library looking for Olaus Wormius's Latin translation of a book called the Necronomicon. Wilbur already possessed a beaten-up English translation by Dr. John Dee, but it was insufficient for his purposes. Armitage turned the man away, fearing what use the strange man had for the book. Whately returned in secret, hoping to steal the book, but was attacked by a hound guarding the university. Armitage, Rice, and Morgan later discovered Whately's body. A description of the foul corpse, semi-anthropomorphic and covered in fur with a leathery hide and greenish-gray tentacles, causes you to question whether or not Whately was truly human. We rescued Dr. Armitage, so we go to part 2. My colleagues and I were quick to put the ordeal behind us, Armitage says with a sigh, but it seems that things haven't fully resolved themselves. I'll tell you the rest later, but for now, it is imperative that we get our hands on that copy of the Necronomicon. If my instincts are correct, the assailants you've encountered will be searching for it. After all that transpired, I didn't feel safe keeping it at the library, so I brought it to my good friend Harold Walstead. He is the current curator of the Miskatonic Museum. I thought it would be safe in the museum's restricted hall, but now I'm not so sure. You must retrieve it at all costs. I fear terribly what they could do with the rights contained in its pages. Proceed to set up. Well, playing with some bicycle playing cards for a second there. The Miskatonic Museum. Alrighty. So, we got some setup to do. We got the encounter sets. Put one of the 2 administration offices and one of the 2 security office locations into play at random. Okay. Let's get a die here. Dice. Okay. If I roll odd, we'll keep the top one in play. If I roll even, we'll keep the bottom one in play. Odd, top one in play. Go bye-bye. Even, keep the bottom one in play. Okay. This thing can go now, I think. Then put the museum entrance and museum halls locations into play. Each investigator begins at the museum entrance. I mean, that makes sense. Does it not? Okay. Set the 6 exhibit hall locations aside as a separate exhibit deck. To do this, perform the following. Shuffle the exhibit hall, restricted hall, and 2 other random exhibit hall locations together to form the bottom 3 cards of the exhibit deck. So we got the restricted hall here. And 5 regular other exhibit halls. We shuffle 3 of those together to be the bottom of the deck. And then these 3 are going on top of the deck. So that's our exhibit deck. Yeah, place the other 3 exhibit hall locations on top in a random order. All 6 cards of the exhibit hall deck should be showing the unrevealed side so that we do not know which exhibit hall is the restricted hall. Set the following cards aside out of play and shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck. The Void. Some cards in this scenario reference an area called the Void. The Void is an out-of-play area next to the Act and Agenda deck which the hunting horror enemy can enter and leave via card effects. While the hunting horror is in the void, it is considered out of play and cannot be affected by player cards or investigator actions. And then we have the do not read. Okay. So, oh, these security office, these cards are RFG. Let's put them here. Whatever. We need to draw our hands. Well, I've got, oh, that's what she got. She got a level 2 butterfly swords. That was my upgrade. I mean, I've got first aid and I've got a weapon. That's all I need. Premonition's pretty good. Holy Rosary is a horror sync. And Word of Protection cancels an encounter card. I'm going to keep this opening hand. Still shuffle. I mean, it's random anyway. Darrell. All right, so we're starting with LeBranche, a Hawkeye folding camera, Professor William Webb. I don't need 2 allies, so which one would I rather have? She's got more of a health sink, but he lets me discover clues at a connecting location if I use a secret. I'm going to discard LeBranche. Grimm's Fairy Tales. Nah. And Bizarre Diagnosis, well, she's already got her first aid. But see, this is where playing two-handed solo, I wouldn't know that if I was playing with another player. I'm still just going to discard it. And we'll draw 3 more. We got LeBranche back anyway. A Eureka and an Anatomical Diagrams. I was hoping for a Mariner's Compass maybe, or Dark Horse, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we're at the museum entrance. The Miskatonic Museum is an opulent and stately building supported by expeditions funded by the university. Its sizable collection of exotic artifacts, curios, and art has drawn visitors from all over the country. 3 shroud, 2 clues. Investigators at the museum entrance cannot gain resources. Resign. How important can a book really be anyway? The Act and Agenda card. Restricted access. Dr. Armitage has given the university's Latin translation of the Necronomicon to his associate Harold Walstead, the curator of the Miskatonic University Museum. Worried that someone might still be after the book, you have gone to the museum to recover it. Forced when hunting horror enters play, attach the set-aside copy of Shadow Spawned to it, or add 1 resource to Shadow Spawned if it is already attached. Finding a way inside. Unfortunately, the entrance to the museum is kept locked at this late hour. A security guard is visible through the building's front windows, oblivious to his surroundings. Perhaps you can find a way to get his attention and convince him to let you in. We also have an ability on the museum halls. You cannot move into the museum halls because it's locked. Museum entrance gains action test Fist 5 to attempt to break down the door to the museum. If you're successful, immediately advance to Act 1B. So, Darrell can get these 2 clues to advance, or Lily can punch down the door. I mean, I think we're going to have Darrell get the clues. I'm sitting at a 5 on a 3. Do I want to play anything else? Yeah, I want to play my Hawkeye folding camera first, because if I get both of the clues, I'll get an evidence on it. So, Hawkeye folding camera first action. Then we investigate 5 on a 3. That's one of the clues. 5 on a 3 again. Squid. Oh boy. -3. If you fail, discard an asset you control. No. Fuck. Well, I got a clue. And I lost my Hawkeye folding camera. Although William Webb can get it back. Shit. All right, well, Lily's turn. She's going to play her first aid and her butterfly swords. And, she could try to investigate or punch down the door. Punch down the door's on a 0 because she's got +1 fist. Yeah, let's try punching down the door. 5 on a 5. Skull. -1. -3 instead of hunting horrors at my location. Nope. Sad day. All right, let's do the upkeep. There are no enemies. I got a beat cop. And I got my Hawkeye folding camera back. Okay, all is good. Sure. Doom on the sheet. 1 out of 5. Encounter card time. Beyond the Veil Surge. I'm going to put in evidence on that for Darrell's Kodak. I remember to surge this time. Oh boy, it's the hunting horror. And he gets shadow spawned attached to it. So shadow spawn says gets +1 fight, +1 health, +1 evade for each resource on it. If there are at least 3 resources on it, it also gets massive. Okay, so I just got to remember that shadow spawn is attached to it. Yeah, this is a little weird. But, okay. I mean, Lily can punch it or slice it with the butterfly swords. She can kill it in 1 action, too. Or send it back to the void. Okay, Darrell's encounter card is Ephemeral Exhibits. Test head, or book 3. If you fail, lose 1 action for each point you failed by. All right, 5 on a 3. How bad could this go? I lose 1 action. That's how bad it could go. Okay. Lily, let me try to get in here. Clue. 5 on a 3, investigate. I want to play my camera first. Squid. I guarantee you the squid will happen. Okay, here's what we do. We play the Hawkeye folding camera. I'm going to commit Eureka to go 6 on a 3. Cultist. -1. If you fail, search for hunting horror and spawn at your location. Okay, but that is a success. Hey, no. Give me the clue. Darrell's Kodak gets this evidence. And Hawkeye folding camera, the last clue from my location was discovered. It gets an evidence. Solid. That was my second action to investigate it. Let's spend. Let's spend right now. We paid the clues to advance. You find the window nearest to the guard and tap it loud enough to get his attention. He gives a startled jump and shifts open the window. What do you want? What do you want? He asks timidly. You explain the situation to him and tell him he's in grave danger. He warily opens the front door to the museum, shaking his head. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Adam Lynch asset. Reveal the museum halls and advance to Act 2A, Night at the Museum. 2 Shroud, no clues. Action, investigators in the museum hall spend 1 investigator clues as a group to put the top card of the exhibit deck into play unrevealed. So we need to get Adam Dude. Adam Lynch. He is a 1/1. While you control him, treat the double action ability on the security office as if it were a single action. Forced when he leaves play, remove him from the game and add a tablet to the chaos bag. Who wants him? I mean, let's give him to, he's not an ally. He's not an ally slot. He is an ally, but he does not take up the ally slot. I'll give him to Darrell. And then Darrell's going to run away from the hunting horror and leave Lily out in the front. Oh. I did an upkeep for both of these players while we were at the museum entrance, and they cannot gain resources. That's fine. That just means Darrell has 1 and Lily has 0. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't do anything illegal. I just forgot to not gain resources. Okay, and that was Darrell's last action to move into the museum. Lily's got to fight this thing. So, It is a 2/3/2. I've got my butterfly swords. So, I'm at 4 fist. My discipline gives me 5. I'm going to fight with 6. 6 on a 2. Skull is -3 because hunting horror is my location. That's still a success. 1 damage. After this attack, you may exhaust butterfly swords to fight again, adding your feat to your skill value for that attack, and it deals +1 damage. Sure. So then that now puts me at an 8 on a 2 for 2 more damage. Elder Sign. I get to flip a broken discipline you control to its unbroken side. Well, it's just +2. It's a success. That deals 2 damage. This thing goes to the void. I'm going to use this guy's hand as the void. Okay. That was 1 action. Good job, Lily. She's going to move into the museum halls with Darrell, and so Darrell's got the dude that does the security office thing, so she's going to go into the administration office. 2 shroud... Oh, I didn't read the next act. I'm bad about doing that. I apologize. I'll get better. This is my first series. I'll get better. Night at the museum. The Necronomicon is being kept in a restricted hall somewhere in the museum. Adam barely knows his way around and gives a startled jump at every creak of the old building. I just started here last week, he explains. What sort of trouble did you say was going on? What sort of trouble did you say was going on? You haven't the heart to give him the full story. If an investigator enters the exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. Okay. So Lily fought, she moved. That is her whole turn. The administration office is 2 shroud. 4 clues. You cannot investigate the administration office while you have 4 or fewer cards in hand. Well, Darrell will get his 4th unless it's a weakness. Lily has 4, but... she's not very good at investigating. I guess she could do this. She could flip to get +5. Anyway, enemy phase. There are no enemies. We upkeep. Now we both can get resources. Eldritch Initiation. For each arcane slot you have, draw a card, max 5. For each filled arcane slot you have, choose and discard a card. Well, I have no arcane slots filled. Yay! I got my Mariner's Compass. That's pretty solid. But if I play it, I won't be able to investigate this location. But I could also go to the security office. And how many clues do we need to spend? 1 investigator? I need to spend 2 clues to find exhibit halls. Ugh. Well then. Doom on the sheet. 2 out of 5. Encounter card time. Cursed Luck. How about... sure. Darrell's going to put an evidence on it. Darrell can come in and suck up those clues. Get this evidence, and then Lily can mega investigate and get rid of Cursed Luck. That's my hope. Okay. Encounter card. Crypt Chill. Oh, my Hawkeye folding camera. Test head 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. If you cannot, take 2 damage instead. So either my Kodak or my Hawkeye folding camera. I could kill Adam Lynch, but that would put a tablet in the bag, and that's usually bad. What sort of head commits do I have? Just this anatomical diagrams, but then I wouldn't be able to investigate this location. I think what I would do... So I would currently be testing a 3 on a 4 because I have an evidence on Hawkeye folding camera giving me +1. I could spend the evidence from Darrell's Kodak to make it a 5 on a 4. Or a 4 on a 2, I mean. A 4 on a 2. No, a 3 on a 2. Math. I'd be at 3. This would reduce the difficulty down to 2. 3 on a 2 doesn't seem very good. If I spent this evidence, I would go back down to 2 because I would lose my buff, right? Because you can spend an evidence during a skill test. So I would lose my head buff. I'd be back to 2. That'd be a 2 on a 2. But then I could just choose to discard this. Whereas if I did it the other way around, I would still discard this and I would lose another evidence. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do it this way. 2 on a 2 and hope for the best. Oh, that's not good. Hunting Horror is coming to my spot. And it gets a resource on Shadow Spawned. And that engages with Darrell. With a resource on it. I already put in evidence on Darrell's Kodak here. That failed. Right? No. Oh, yeah. It was a 2 on a 2. It's a -1. Fucking shit. Should have gone the other way. I would have succeeded. I would have succeeded if I'd have done it the other way. Damn it. Oh, well. Lily, can you help? It gets +1 fight, health, and evade for each resource on it. So it's now a 3-4-3. I could play... It's elite. It's got to be elite. Yeah, okay. So this isn't going to help. Yeah, Lily's got to come out and help. She's got cursed luck, though. Jesus Christ. Okay, Lily's going to go first. I'm going to cast Premonition to pre-draw a chaos token. It's a cultist. So that's a -1. If I swing with my butterfly swords, that'll pass. Yes, okay. So, go, move, swing with my butterfly swords. It won't pass by 1, but that's fine. It'll pass. I'm not going to engage it. Darrell, you got to trust me here. So I'm sitting at 5 fist, -1 from cursed luck, 4 fist. It has 3 fight. I'd be at a 4 on a 3, and this is a -1. I could commit Ward of Protection or my Beat Cop to it. You know what? Beat Cop is so expensive. I'm going to commit the Beat Cop to it to get rid of Cursed Luck. All right, committing the Beat Cop to this fight. So that puts me back up to a 5. Draw the encounter token, -1. That puts me down to 4 on a 3. That deals it a damage. Because it was 4 on a 3, I discard Cursed Luck. Sorry, Darrell. This is more important. And now the Chaos Token goes away. That was my... now... Oh, wait. Do I not need to commit the B comp? Let me redo this math. I forgot about this +1 fist. 4, 5, 6. -1 was 5. -1 from the cultist is 4. Yeah, I don't need to commit the beat cop. I still succeed by 1. Yes. I forgot about this +1 fist. Now I am going to exhaust it to attack it again with 5 fist and 3 feet. 8 on a 3. Still engaged with Darrell. 8 on a 3. All right, that is 2 more damage. And then I'm going to swing at it with the butterfly swords again. Premonition is gone, by the way. +1 fist, so I'm sitting at 6 on a 3. Sure. Woo! He is gone. Back to the void with ye. Stay on there, Shadow Spell. Oh, it's because it's in his hand. All right, we'll put it over here. There. Good job, Lily. This is the only thing the fighter gets to do in Miskatonic Museum is fight this hunting horror. She's doing a good job of it right now. Okay, Darrell. Darrell does have 4 cards in his hand. 2 resources, so he can't play Mariner's Compass or William Webb. Let's go see what's in the security office, because I got Adam Lynch. 2 Shroud, 2 Clues. 1 action for Darrell to search the top 6 cards of your deck for a card and put it into your hand and then shuffle. That seems neat, but we need to get these clues to open up exhibit halls. So I'm just going to investigate. 5 on a 2. That's a success. 5 on a 2. That's a success. All right, I got both of the clues. Gimme, 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 gimme. And that was Darrell's whole turn, Lily's whole turn. All right, it is upkeep time. The hunting horror has disappeared to the void. Lily gets a Drawn to the Flame. Hey, she can go in there and just suck up some clues. Nice. Upkeep for Darrell is another Professor William Webb. Alrighty. 3 out of 5. Doom on the sheet. Counter cards. Arcane Barrier. This one I am going to Ward of Protection and say, fuck off, Ward of Protection, or Arcane Barrier. Cancel its revelation effect, which is attaching to its location. Especially since it's the main fucking hall. So, no. Twist of Fate. Reveal a random token from the Chaos bag. Let's go, Darrell. It is a -1. If you reveal any other number that's not positive, you take a damage. Okay. Okay, Darrell, since you have clues, let's go out and open up a hall. So, move. Do the thing. Spend 1 investigator clues to put the top card of the exhibit deck into play unrevealed. And you know what, Darrell? You might as well move to it. These clues are spent. And we'll head into it. 3 Shroud, 4 clues forced after you fail a skill test while investigating. Take a horror. And it's a victory point. You know, Lily, you got this Drawn to the Flame card. Yeah, she does. Okay. Lily's turn is move. Drawn to the Flame. Draw the top card of the encounter deck, which is Crypt Chill. First aid might be going bye-bye. I would be testing 3 on a 4. I could commit the Rosary and the Eldritch Initiation to go 5 on a 4. But yeah, I need to keep both of these cards, so we're gonna go as all out as I can. 5 on a 4. Squid is bad, I believe. -3 if you fail, discard an asset you control. That's everything. Everything of mine is gone now. Everything of mine is gone now, because the squid makes me discard first aid, and Crypt Chill makes me discard my butterfly swords. This is no bueno. Was it worth the 2 clues, Lily? Actually, probably. But now I need to find another weapon. Draw a card. At least I got a Ward of Protection. Well, that could have gone better, to say the least. I could have evidenced it with Darrell. I didn't even think about that. That would have made her pass, because it would have been a 5 on a 2. Oh, why didn't I evidence with Darrell? I didn't think about it. Oh, well. Oh, well. It is what it is. Upkeep. Ethereal form. A super evade. Research notes. After a player card or ability places one or more of your notes on your location, place that many resources on a research note as evidence. Test book 0. For each point you succeed by, you may spend an evidence to discover a clue at your location. Oh, this twist of fate should be gone too. All right, that was the upkeep phase. Doom on the sheet, we're at 4 of 5. Locked door. This location isn't a victory point, but it does have a lot of clues. You know what? I'm just going to let the locked door go there. Lily can punch it down later. Maybe. Obscuring fog. Woof. I'm going to put an evidence on obscuring fog. Okay, well, Lily's got these clues. Let's have Lily go first. Spend the clues to get another exhibit. And she needs to find another weapon. Draw a card. Shit. Oh God, no, the hunting horror spawns in the... Yeah, well, she's got this evade. Okay. Yeah. That's her turn. That fucking crypt chill squid from the Drawn of the Flame was so bad. Darrell. You've got an obscuring fog in this Hall of the Dead. So that means it's a shroud of 5. Your book's only 5, but I'm going to spend an evidence to make it a shroud of 3. Oh, no. Let's rewind. Play my Mariner's Compass first, and then I can reevaluate. Because what I can do is I can investigate with my Mariner's Compass. I can go up to book 6. I still think I want... Yeah, I still want to do that. Okay. So, investigate using my Mariner's Compass and an evidence. So that makes the shroud go back down to 3. I'm going to spend a resource here on my Mariner's Compass to get +1 book. So I'm testing a 6 on a 3. The only thing that screws me over is the -4. I'm going to commit the research notes to go up to 7 on a 3. And here comes the auto fail. Or a 0. Okay. So that's a success. And because Mariner's Compass was here, I used the Mariner's Compass and I had no resources. I get 2 clues. Does the hunting horror have prey? No. I discovered clues at this location. I'm going to grab the evidence from Obscuring Fog. And Obscuring Fog goes away. You know, we got to get back up here. Even if the hunting horror is going to spawn there, because I know he's going to spawn there. Yeah, that's the end of the investigation phase. There are no enemies currently in play, so we upkeep. You need a weapon, Lily. A weapon. Hey, Dark Horse! Now I just need to get 2 more resources. Sure. That was the upkeep. It's time to put the 5th Doom out of 5 on the sheet. From the shadows of the museum halls, a terrible creature slithers forth, long and serpentine, and propelled by black leathery wings. If hunting horror is not in play, Search the encounter deck, discard pile, and the void for hunting horror and spawn it in the museum halls if able. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. That obscuring fog's coming back. And the hunting horror comes to the museum halls. Now, here's a little caveat with Dunwich. Because this ability, when hunting horror enters play, spawn or attach the set-aside copy of Shadow Spawn to it or add one resource to it, is on the front of this agenda card. When we flip it, Agenda 1B is the active agenda. That's what spawns him. So that this ability is not active. The return to Dunwich fixed that, I believe. But what it means is it's easier for me. I don't add a resource to him when he spawns this time. Shadows in the museum grow and become darker. As the shadows lengthen and shift, they begin to suggest the sinewy body of an uncanny creature darting at the periphery of your awareness. Forced when hunting horror enters play, attach the set-aside copy of Shadow Spawned to it or add a resource to it if it is already attached. This ability also was not in play when hunting horror spawned. He's at the museum halls. I mean, it's got to go on Lily, right? It's again a 3/4/3, and I don't have a way to deal with it. I could use this discipline to mega evade him. Well, this ethereal form cost me 2. So it is an evade. So it would exhaust him. But then I would also disengage from each other enemy you are engaged with. And then you are ethereal. They can't re-engage with you this turn. So I could mega evade 8 on a 3. I think that's what I do. Or no, yeah. No. Head plus foot is 6. Still 6 on a 3 is pretty good. All of the symbols pass a 6 on a 3? Yes. So I can play Dark Prophecy to hopefully draw a non-auto fail symbol. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Casting Ethereal Form and Dark Prophecy. So I am, first and foremost, adding head to feet to evade. 6. Casting Dark Prophecy, and if I reveal one of the symbols, then I pick one of those and ignore the rest. If I don't reveal a symbol, then I just pick one of the things to resolve. I have to pick the squid, which is a -3, which still passes. Hunting horror is now evaded in the museum halls. Okay. That was Lily's first action. She's going to run the fuck away. Let's go down into this exhibit hall. It does have clues, so Darrell has a reason to go there. 2 shroud, 2 clues. Forced after you fail a skill test while investigating this location, discard an asset you control. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. And Lily, you need to find a weapon. Not bracelets. Weapons. I've got 21 cards in here, and I think 4 of them are weapons now. But what have I discarded? Butterfly swords. Yeah. Oh, how do I unspread that? Shit. Well, I meant to search, not spread. There we go. Although, anything that cares about the order of my discard pile, I don't think there is anything that cares about the order of my discard pile. Okay. Darrell. Do you have any clues left? He does. Or, wait. Yes. Because we got 4 clues from here and 2 clues from here. And we've revealed 2 exhibit halls, so I am 1 short. So I can spawn another one. You know, I'm going to do that. That's my first action. My first action is going to be spawning this exhibit hall, which this one could be the restricted hall now. Or no, this one can't be the restricted hall because it was in the top 3. So is there any reason to go in there? Probably not. Let's go get these clues. Investigate, or spawn an exhibit hall, move. And Mariner's Compass, investigate. Spend a resource to go up to 6 and suck up 2 clues. 6 on a 2. That's a success. Give me them clues. And the victory point. Alright, enemy phase. He's exhausted. Upkeep. It's a weapon. It's a weapon. I don't have the resources, but I can get a resource and play it next turn. Solid. Darrell, what do you have? Higher education. Okay. Hunting Horror also readies back up during the upkeep. Okay. Doom on the sheet, 1 of 7. Encounter card time. Test head 3. If you fail, lose 1 action for each point you fail by. I'm going to Ward of Protection that. I'd rather take the Horror instead of lose any actions. Yeah. Twist of Fate. I drew a -1. That means I take a damage. Okay. I'm just not looking forward to when Lily's arm injury shows up. So can I deal... Okay, so I have to play my fucking weapon first. That's a 3 evade. How well can Darrell evade? I have no feat icons to commit. Am I just stuck in here? Well, let's see. He only does 1 and 1. That would put Lily at 2 and 3. Right, because this is just +1 fight, evade, and health. Not damage. Oh, shit. I didn't do this. Let's rewind. Because this would have been before the upkeep. I did not do this. At the start of the enemy phase, reveal a random token from the chaos bag. If the revealed token has a symbol on it, ready Hunting Horror. So this is that chaos symbol. It is not. Okay, then everything played out correctly. If he had readied, he would have hunted and then dealt damage, and I would have had to have undo a whole lot of stuff. Or, well, I would not have had to undo, but the game state would have been different, but it is not different. Okay. Lily, you need to get out your weapon. Now, the weapon is... I can place a Doom on the Ceremonial Sickle to get +1 skill value and deal +1 damage. Or I can remove a Doom from Ceremonial Sickle. So I think I need a resource. I need to play this. And I need to... Do I need to go up and engage him? I think so, because then Darrell can put another location into play. Yeah, Lily, you can take an attack. You've got the HP, at least right now. Yeah. So she's going to move as her last action. She got a resource, she played her sickle, and then moved, which made him engage her. She doesn't have her healing stuff, but I mean, it's just 1 and 1 for right now. Okay. Darrell time. Move. Spend the clues to put an exhibit hall into play. which could be the restricted hall. I'm going to move this one. Excuse me. I'm going to move this one like way down here because that was one of the top 3. That cannot be the restricted hall. And move into the new one. It is the Athabascan exhibit. Forced after you enter this location, lose all of your remaining actions and immediately end your turn. Joke's on you. That was my 3rd turn. Joke's on me. I need to get more clues, which means the locked door needs to go, or I need to go to this place, and there needs to be clues on it. But whatever. Sad day. That's our entire turn. Enemy phase. Attack deals 1 and 1 to Lily. Upkeep. Another weapon. I can dual wield them too. They're only one-handed, but I don't have the resources. Overzealous. God damn it. Well, draw the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, or draw the top card of the encounter deck. It gains Surge. Cursed Luck. Well, you know what? I'm going to throw an evidence on that. Twist of Fate. That is a non-positive number, so I take a damage. I gotta quit taking damage. Okay. Now it's Mythos phase time. Slithering behind you. If Hunting Horror is in play, add a Doom to it. If it's not in play, search the encounter deck discard pile in the void for Hunting Horror and spawn at your location, engage with you, and then shuffle the encounter deck. Well, I just added a Doom to it. Arcane Barrier. Fuck. I can discard cards to get out of here. What is the head test for? I mean, even if there's no reason to come back in here. So I just try to move out. I can't succeed even with, I definitely can't succeed with Cursed Luck. So yeah, I just take the 5 discard cards. Yeah. Okay. But first I think Lily is going to attack. Which, this is awkward because she would have to place a Doom on the Ceremonial Sickle to kill the Hunting Horror first. And that exhausts it. Oh, no, wait. No, this works. This works. Because I fight, I exhaust and put a Doom to get +1 skill and +1 damage. I fight again normal. And then I fight again, and if this attack defeats an enemy, remove a Doom from Ceremonial Sickle. That's how I do it. I actually probably fight normally the first time, and if it fails, then I don't put the Doom on it, because then I can't kill it this turn. Or does it matter? I don't even think it matters. Anyway, I am going to attack. Ceremonial Sickle, using Fists, getting +1 Fists, so that puts me up to 6 on a 3. I will exhaust it, put a Doom on it. Where does that put my Doom? 4 out of 7? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, crap. Doom, come back. Okay. I get an additional +1 skill value and +1 damage. So 4, 5, 6, 7 on a 3. Skull is -3. That is a success for 2 damage. Then fight again. This time I'm at 6 on a 3. That's a success for 1 damage. I chose the second option. If this attack defeats an enemy, remove a Doom from Ceremonial Sickle. And then I'm fighting again. I need to do everything I can to make sure that this succeeds, so I'm going to commit the machete to it to go 7 on a 3. choosing if this attack defeats an enemy, remove 1 doom from ceremonial sickle. 7 on a 3. That's -3. Double check. Wow, it's way up here. Yes, -3. Well, that is a success. That is 4 damage to the dude. He is dead. Well, he goes to the void. Does he lose a doom? That's a good question. I'm going to look that up. Might be on an FAQ on Hunting Horror. When a Hunting Horror leaves play and is placed in the void, any doom or damage is removed. Okay. That is very convenient. So the doom goes away. He goes back to the void. And my doom goes away from ceremonial sickle because I chose that option. Good turn, Lily. Very good. All right, Darrell. Try to leave the arcane barrier. Test. Test 2 on a 4. I mean, I could make it 2 on a 2. I could make it 3 on a 2, 4 on a 2. Actually, this card doesn't do anything. If I spend the evidence, I could get it a 3 on a 2, 4 on a 2. Because if I draw, well, it's still the squid. Well, the cursed luck, I have -1. So I'm at 1 on a 4. Yeah, fuck it. -1. 0 on a 4. I failed. I have to discard, what, the top 5 cards in my deck? Or cancel the effect of my move. Well, I'm not doing that. So 5 cards on my deck. Barricade. Hyper-awareness. Sharp vision. That's the one I just added. Occult lexicon and working a hunch. See, working a hunch, I could have gone and gotten a clue from the locked door. But as it stands, I have to go into this unrevealed location now. So that was my first action to move. My second action is going to be to move into this exhibit hall. 3 shroud, 2 investigator clues. After you fail a skill test while investigating this location, lose an action. Well, joke's on you. This is my last action. I'm going to investigate with Mariner's Compass. I'm at a 4 book because of Cursed Luck. I can spend 2 resources to go 6 on a 3. Yep, let's spend the 2 resources to go up to 6. And spend an evidence to go down to 1 shroud. 6 on a 1 for 2 clues. That's a success. And I get this evidence, and Cursed Luck goes away. That was a solid turn. I might stay here for the victory point, too. We'll see what encounter cards happen. That was my last action. Lily's done, too. Enemy phase, there are no enemies. Upkeep time. All right, there's Lily's arm injury. I knew it was just a matter of time. Technically, the upkeeps happen at the same time. We ready all of our shit. Let's go look at this. The upkeeps happen at the same time. Reset actions, ready each exhausted card, then we draw cards and resources. So Darrell's upkeep would have happened in that order simultaneously with Lily's. His shit would have been readied. Then each person draws a card. Yeah, it doesn't say non-weakness treachery. Darrell's Kodak would have been ready when she drew a card. I'm going to put an evidence on her arm injury. Just take a picture of her broken arm. So then cards were drawn. I drew this dilemma. Choose 2 skills. head, book, fist, or foot. Until the end of the investigation phase, each investigator gets +1 to each of the chosen skills, -1 to each other skill. I'm going to choose book, of course, and probably head. Book and head, fist and foot are down. All my homies hate fist and foot. All right, that was our upkeep. Mythos phase. Doom on the sheet. Curse luck. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck. If a copy of that asset is discarded, when you discard the top 3 cards, take a horror. Do I say goodbye to my Kodak? The Kodak is what put an evidence on this, and it's also what gets that evidence. But I could always draw it back. I mean, Mariner's Compass, Dark Horse. I have Dark Horse in my hand. No, it's... The Mariner's Compass is good for action efficiency, though. It gets me 2 clues in 1 action. Yeah, it's as weird and as awful as this seems, it's going to be my Kodak. Discard the first. Oh, discard the second. Okay, discard the third. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have to take any more horror. Sorry, Darrell's Kodak. It's in the deck somewhere. It's 1 of 12. It's 1 of 12 cards, so it's in there somewhere. Now, I think I suck up these 2 clues. Oh, this exhibit hall is connected to this exhibit hall. Interesting. I don't have the evidence to make this a more guaranteed test, but what I do have is Mariner's Compass. Spending a resource to go up to 6 book. And 6 on a 3. I'm going to commit one of my William Webbs to make it a 7 on a 3. Okay, -1 is good. That's all of the clues from here. My second action is going to be to move up to the main hall. And then I'm going to spend 2 of my clues to put another exhibit hall into play. And Lily's going to go there and see if it's the one we need. Lily's first action is going to be to move into this exhibit hall. It is the nature exhibit. After you enter this location, discard 2 cards from your hand at random. Oh, the beat cop went. That's fine. I mean, he was expensive. Well, so we know that this last exhibit hall is the restricted hall. I'm going to move back out just in case Bitch McTits decides to spawn in the museum halls and draw a card. What is that? Storm of Spirits. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not really good for Lily, but it was it was one I drafted. It was the best option at that moment. Okay. Upkeep. Because there are no enemies. Hey, a sled duck. And my level 3 lucky. Let's go. All right. Doom on the sheet. And draw encounter cards. We have a Passage into the Veil. Test head 3 +2 difficulty of hunting horrors at your location. If you fail, you must either choose one, discard the top 5 cards of your deck, or take 1 direct damage and deal 1 damage to each of your allies. Well, I would have to do the discarding because I don't have... Or no, I could take 1 direct damage. Oh, this is not bad at all. I thought it was just damage to my allies. Because I have no allies, I couldn't choose it. But I can choose something that changes the game state, however minimally. I'll just take the 1 direct damage if I fail it. Okay. I am sitting at 3 head. Cursed luck makes it 2-head. I'm going to commit Storm of Spirits to at least make it a 3 on a 3. Oh! That's a pass. All right. And slithering behind you. If Hunting Horror is in play, add 1 Doom to it. If Hunting Horror is not in play, search the encounter deck, discard pile in the void for Hunting Horror, and spawn it at your location. Engage with you, shuffle the encounter deck. That's why I moved back to where Lily was. So he spawns engaged with me. And this thing says when he spawns, attach or put a resource on Shadow Spawned, which is not great, but it is what it is. Lily, can you do something about this guy? She can try. She's not looking... She can only take 1 fight action a turn because of her goddamned cursed luck. Or her goddamned arm injury, I mean. Okay, her first action is engage. Or do I throw a sled dog at... Or I could play a sled dog first so he could soak the attacks, you know? Or no, my obsidian break... No, this can only be assigned damage by treachery effects, not enemy attacks. Okay. Pretend I didn't engage him. I'm going to play my sled dog first and then engage him. That's the order I'm doing those in. And then evade? He's a 4/5/4 now. No, I'm going to Ceremonial Sickle. What's my Doom situation? 4 of 7. So if I put a Doom on Ceremonial Sickle, it'll be 5. I won't be able to kill it because I can only do one attack each turn. I mean, evading is not going to work because I'm at 2 foot on a 4. I would have to draw the Elder Sign. If I attack with this, I would be at 4 on a or 5 on a 4 because the discipline is still active. 5 on a 4. If I put the Doom on it, it would be 6 on a 4, and it'd be 2 damage. Next turn, I can evade it. It retaliates. Okay, let me rewind some more. My first action will be draw a card. Okay, I got an unexpected courage. Now I'm going to play my sled dog and engage it. That's my entire turn and the order of operations. I really, really don't want to go in there, even though it's a victory point. It's a high shroud and a sucky forced ability. So I'm just going to spend 2 clues to put the last exhibit hall into play somewhere and move to it. Hey, look, it's the restricted hall. While Hunting Horror is at this location cannot be investigated. If an investigator enters exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. When you enter the restricted hall, you find the curator of the museum lying in a pool of blood, his intestines strewn about in a grotesque display. Your stomach turns over and you resist the urge to vomit. Whatever did this is still nearby. Search the encounter deck, discard pile, the void, and all play areas for Hunting Horror. Fuck, I forgot about this. And place it in the restricted hall. God damn it. Do I have a way to deal with it? I can evade it and I'm lucky. Its evade is 4, but not the best, but it's what I've got. All right, anyway, Act 3A, or, oh yeah, we didn't do the breaking and entering. Act 3A. Somewhere in this area is Olaus Wormius's Latin translation of the Necronomicon. You must find it and escape while you can. If there are no clues remaining on the exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. So I've got to suck up 4 clues. Luckily, that was only my second action. I still have an action because I put it into play and I moved to it like an idiot. I don't have any things with evidence. So if I try to evade it, 3 on a 4, right? Because it's got 2 of these. So that means it's 4, 5, 4. I'd be at 3 on a 4. I have no feat to commit. I've got to try. 3 on a 4 to evade. That takes me down to 0 on a 4. Not even lucky will save me. Okay. I take the attack in the enemy phase, 1 and 1. Not looking great with my 4 damage, but that's where we're at. Upkeep. Deny existence is pretty good, especially when my plan with Lily is to come in, engage the dude, and move him out because we can't investigate while the hunting horror is there. I've got another dilemma. You know, this kind of sucks because I want Darrell to be in the restricted hall. If I chose each investigator disengages from each engaged enemy or enemy engaged with them and moves once away, that would put him back into the museum halls. I'm going to choose... Well, so now here's the question. There's always like a... If you have to make a choice, you have to make a choice that changes the game state, but I think that's only on... like, encounter cards. I was looking up the rules for Dilemma. If an investigator is instructed that he or she must choose among multiple options, that investigator is compelled to choose an option that has the potential to change the game state. In the absence of the word must, while choosing among multiple options, any option may be chosen upon the resolution of the effect, even an option that does not change the game state. And this card says, must decide. So I have to choose one that changes the game state, which means I have to disengage from the enemy and move once away from the nearest enemy. It kind of sucks because that means I have to waste another action moving back into the restricted hall, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, that was a long little rules diversion. Let's do the Mythos phase now. Beyond the Veil. Surge. Put Beyond the Veil into play in your threat area if there is no copy. Oh, so it just goes away, but I still surge. Stalked in the Dark. If hunting horror is in play, it readies, engages you, and attacks each investigator at your location. Oh, okay. Well, so it's going to do this. It readies, engages you. Can she... She can deny existence the damage. It still engages Lily. And attacks each investigator at your location. Well, the sled dog is going to take some damage. And Darrell's going to almost die. This is not good because there's that card that if he draws a bad token... Well, I would kill Adam Lynch at that point. Take a tablet in the bag. Tablet in the bag is better than failing the entire scenario. Okay. Arcane Barrier. That's actually fine. That's actually fine. How many cards do I have in my deck? 10? That's actually fine. I've got 2 resources. I don't have a way to suck up all 4 clues this turn, but we can do it in 2 turns, baby. All right. Darrell, action the first, move down here. Action the second, Mariner's Compass. Whoops. Mariner's Compass. Spending 2 resources to put my book to a 7 on a 3. Elder Sign, place an evidence on an asset you control. Now, that's a good question. These assets, like, they don't take evidence, so I don't think that they get evidence. But that's still 2 clues. Like, could I just put an evidence on Adam Lynch? I don't think so. I'm going to double check that, but I highly doubt it. That search didn't find anything. I'm just going to say that, like, it would say... Well, let me take a look at... what's the card I'm looking for? So, like, the Hawkeye folding camera, you just put a resource on it as evidence. It doesn't have the, like, 3 evidence or whatever. I mean, it seems a bit cheeky. I'm going to put an evidence on my Mariner's Compass. I'm going to do it. Because... Well, like, no, I'm not going to do it. That seems too cheeky. That seems too cheeky. Because, like, if I had a gun and it was, like, 4 ammo, could I put an evidence on that? Maybe? I couldn't find anything that said, like, there's something over here about charges, I think. Uses 21. But see, that's specifically uses. A card cannot bear uses of a type other than established by its own uses. For example, a card with uses for ammo cannot gain charges. But what about an asset that doesn't have uses? That's the thing. Okay, so a card cannot bear uses of a type other than that established by its own uses. But if it doesn't have uses, can it get any? Because, like, my the Hawkeye folding camera does not say uses 0 evidence. Fuck it. I'm putting one on here. So I moved and I investigated. I'm going to investigate again. I'll spend the evidence straight away, and it's probably not going to matter. I'm at a 1 shroud, 5 book. Okay. I'll put the evidence back on. What the fuck? That gives me 3 clues total. All right, Lily. You're engaged with Big Bad Fight Man. Darrell will die if he draws the Stalked in the Dark. So here's what I do. Ooh, Arcane Berry. How many cards do I have in my deck? 14. Perfect. Move. No, I can't move because I'm on... because he would be there. Ugh. My plan was to move and then use my discipline to give me +5 book and investigate 7 on a 3. But the dude being engaged with me is a problem, to say the least. I've got to keep him here. I can't, like, evade him and move, and then he could ready up and hunt. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, I do still think I'm going to evade, but I'm not going to move. 3 feet. I'm going to get +5 skill value, so that puts me up to an 8. Cursed luck puts me down to a 7 on an evade of 4. 7 on 4. Flipping this as my first action does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Evading 7 on a 4 is my second action. That's a fail. He's not alert. He is a hunter retaliate, though. Well, that sucks. I mean, I can just sacrifice the sled dog. If I try to evade again, that would be a 4 on a 4 if I commit unexpected courage. Sure. 4 on a 4 to evade unexpected courage. Skull is -3. Okay, I just failed to get away from him. Hunting Horror deals damage during the enemy phase. Goodbye, sled dog. You are a good sled dog. And then we upkeep. Kukri. And an empirical hypothesis. And see, this one, it doesn't have use as evidence. When the chosen criteria is met, you may exhaust empirical hypothesis to add an evidence to it. So, you know. All right, Darrell, don't draw the dumb one. 6 out of 7 doom. This is the one. What's it called? Stalked in the dark. Don't draw that one, because that will kill you. Lily. Locked door. Oh, thank God, there's a location with 2 clues on it. Oh, so attached to the location with the most clues and without a locked door. So this one with 4 clues is already locked. But this one's got 2 clues. This one's got 1. So that's where the locked door goes. That's amazing. All right, Darrell. Don't die. No! Fucking shit! If Hunting Horror is in play, it readies, engages you, and attacks each investigator at your location and gains surge. I cannot stop that. I cannot stop that. Son of a bitch. No! I can kill Adam Lynch. I can kill Adam Lynch. Oh, thank God. I can kill Adam Lynch. But that adds a tablet to the bag. It's still better than losing the scenario. Okay. Okay. He is engaging me. And attacking each investigator at my location. Adam Lynch, I'm sorry, dude. Remove him from the game. And put a tablet in the bag. Woof. What's the tablet now for this scenario? -2. Return one of your clues to your current location. Not even if you fail. -2, but a clue goes back. Tablets are bad. Okay. Lily, I need you. So here's how we do this. Lily moves. Oh, shit. No, she's fine. She can discard 10 cards. She's testing head 2 on a... Oh, she's got deny existence. That's fine. She's testing head 2 on a 5 or 4. Right? 2 on a 4. Elder sign passes. Auto fail fails. All right, discard 5 cards. Engage the dude. And take him away. Arcane Barrier testing head 2 on a 4. That fails. Also, attack of opportunity from dude. Discard 5 cards. I'm going to deny existence. The discarding of cards from... Oh, discarding of card from hand. Well, shit, I can't do that. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 3 cards left in my deck and Beyond the Veil. But Darrell, there's one clue here. You have 3 chances to get it, and then we advance. You'd better not... Well, I have a lucky. If I draw 3 auto fails in a row, that's the only way I can... that's the only way I can fail the scenario. Mariner's Compass. Pay a resource to go up to 6 on a 3. This is going to require the use of the timing. -2, return one of your clues to your current location. So let's see what happens first. -2 is a success. I was at 6 on a 3. So that succeeds. Where is the skill test timing? Reveal Chaos Token. Resolve Chaos Symbol effects. The Chaos Symbol, being the tablet, returns a clue to my location. Determine my modified skill value. That'd be a 4. 6 minus 2. Determine success failure. Success. Apply skill test results. That gains me 2 clues. Because the Mariner's Compass, I had no resources. The Mariner's Compass says, if you have no resources in your resource pool, discover an additional clue. That is how the timing works there. That's how I interpret it. That's how it works, right? 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 Just double check. Resolve the Chaos Symbol effects is step 4. Puts the clue down. There's even words here. Apply any effects initiated by the symbol on the revealed Chaos Token. Each of the following symbols indicates that an ability on the scenario reference must initiate. The Elder Sign symbol indicates the Elder Sign ability on the Investigator card. If none of the above symbols are revealed, or no icon has a corresponding, or if the icon has no corresponding ability, the step completes with no effect. Step 7 is where we apply the skill test results. The card ability or game rule that initiated a skill test usually indicates the consequences of success or failure for that test. Additionally, some other card abilities may contribute additional consequences or modify existing consequences at this time. That's the gain an additional clue. So the clue was down on my location because of the tablet before I gained the clues with Mariner's Compass. How lucky is that? Wow. Skin of my teeth got through this one. Because now, if there are no clues remaining in the exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. Ugh. At last, you find the locked case containing the Necronomicon. The tome, over 800 pages in length, is filled with all manner of macabre imagery, formulae, spells, prophecies, and descriptions of creatures from beyond the threshold of space. Without a doubt, it is a dangerous book, but its secrets could be very useful. The investigators must decide, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it safe. R2. The Necronomicon is more than just a book. It is a tool. Within its pages is a wealth of information about the forces and creatures you have encountered. Knowing how useful it could be in your endeavors, how could you possibly bring yourself to destroy it? Besides, as long as you keep the book safely in your possession, you will still be foiling those who wish to use it for nefarious purposes. In your campaign log, record that the investigators took custody of the Necronomicon. The investigators have earned the Necronomicon Olaus Wormius translation card Any one investigator may choose to add the Necronomicon Oleus Wormius translation to their deck. Does not count towards the investigator's deck size. So, where's that at? Necronomicon is Big Book Man. So, I think I give it to Darrell. Changing Darrell's 5 book to 6 is pretty damn big. Plus, if he's going Dark Horse, he can go Dark Horse, gain 2 resources, play something, and then be Dark Horsed again. This book is really good if you're playing Daisy. She just gets 2 free resources a turn. It's fucking busted with Daisy. So good. But in your Daisy deck, you also probably have other tomes that you want to play. But if you get her tote bag out, you can hold 4 of them. So anyway, we got the Necronomicon. What else do we do? You have given into the temptation of power, add a squid token to the chaos bag. Woof. That's now 1 tablet and 2 squids are in there. Ugh. At first, it was just 2 skulls and a cultist. Now it's 2 skulls, a cultist, a tablet, and 2 squids. The other squid because I cheated. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. And that'll be it, right? Yep. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 victory points. I left this one on the table. That's it. And I don't think there were any other victory points in here. Like, the only enemy was the hunting horror, and he's not a victory point. Yeah. All right. 4 victory points. Pretty solid. The next scenario is going to be on a choo-choo train. Spoilers. What were the other security offices so I could look at the revealed side of an exhibit hall? Oh, yeah, I never did do this with Adam, and he died. And the other one was, only 2 clues. I didn't get any clues from here anyway because the door got locked. Oh, well. Anyway, that'll just about do it for this scenario. God, Lily just had a whole bunch of shit in her threat area, but she only took 2 damage and 4 horror. Darrell was cutting it close here with the 5 damage. And I forgot that he had Adam. If I didn't give Adam to him at the start of the scenario, he dies. He just dies. Wow. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Anyway, like I said, that'll just about do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. I'll be back with the next scenario, the Essex County Express. Hope to see you in the next one.